paint the Black Chinned Hummingbird, which is found on page 8 of your book. It's the 7th bird of your book. And just like many of the other hummingbirds, we're going to start out with brown. And I always mix more than one color of brown. I never use the brown straight out of my paint set. I like to have a little variety. And this is a great way just to add a little structure to our bird before we get to all the fun colors that we're going to add. So you can see that I'm making some organic shapes here. I am not just filling in the wing completely with brown because we're really painting feathers here. And so you can see I'm following along with my sketch and adding a little detail here and there with lighter brown and darker brown, and just making sure to leave some white space. Now get a wet brush and dab a little bit of yellow into your brown. So that makes a really great tan, which is found on the belly of this hummingbird. And we're going to do some similar strokes, always thinking about feathers and leaving a little bit of white space, which creates some texture. All right, now that we've got a nice light framework, let's go back in with darker brown and start making some more definition. So I'm starting with the bill of the hummingbird, and then always around the eyes of the hummingbird, it's a bit darker. And so if you're looking at a picture of a black-chinned hummingbird, you can squint your eyes and look for the darkest parts of the hummingbird and just start following along. And we will come back in with some colors. So you want to make sure that you leave some white paper so that it will take the brighter colors in a little while. But we're just going to go in and we're going to add some definition throughout the whole body of this hummingbird. So now we're getting to the really fun part of this hummingbird. We're going to mix a really bright purple and a really bright green in a little bit. And this is pretty unique because usually when you're painting with watercolor, if you're painting something in nature, you often don't find these really bright colors. I would say just mainly on birds and flowers. And so this is kind of a treat to get to use these colors. Again, I try and leave a little white space just to create some dimension and feather-like watercolor. So to finish off this black-chinned hummingbird, let's blend the whole bird together. So mix some green and some brown with quite a bit of water. And then you're going to go over a lot of the hummingbird, maybe not every single part of it, just to blend it together a little bit more. And you'll see in the end that it leaves you a nice finished bird.